My content is for 13 and up or adult collectors of the product. Hey everyone, for this video we're going to be taking a look at the new Random Booster Volume 30 Wind Knight. Now before we continue with this video, subscribe to the channel with bell notifications on, comment which pull you're most excited for, or if you're getting a full set, tell me the order of what bays. And now, this video is brought to you by Beyblade Premier. Did you know that if you order before 1 PM EST they ship the same day? Check out the Beyblade Premier. They got tournaments, sell parts, sell bays. Please check them out and make sure to use code WAS, link in the description below. This is actually supposed to be, I believe, the last random booster. This time, 5 bays. The cool thing is actually you can make a black Excalibur, which we'll probably show later and do a separate video on. The main prize for this one, Wind Knight. They actually evolved Air Knight, so interesting. There's 2 modes we're gonna go over, and then after the other side if you wanna see. Also, they mentioned that there is a BU lock, by the way, on Knight. We'll go over the gimmick, and it's really, really neat. Other bays, and you can see the Excalibur there, the Demon Sword version. So, going over to our part by part, you gotta start with the main ombre, Knight. Now, actually, one thing I want to say before I even continue, honestly, what a glow-up in design. I did not like the side-facing design of the original Knight. I felt it was too Valkyrie-esque. When you look at the actual core for this one, like, it actually is a good design. Like, they actually made it look unique, closer to the Avatar. Even if the Avatar, you can say that even that one kind of looks a little too close to Valkyrie. But we're going to go over the gimmicks and everything. So, the actual main gimmick I have to show after when I'm assembling, but let us see the teeth. Now the teeth are kind of tiny. Now the teeth to me kind of look like Phoenix core, so that means be wary with dash drivers is what I would probably say. It kind of looks between maybe Phoenix or Belial. So for longevity I'm not too sure, but because they actually did a reprint in this random booster, if it is really good competitive, then it'll have a lot of use and we can just get the Prominence one. Also, look at like the 4 BU locks they slapped on this thing. So what a BU lock is this is a BU lock disc and also Xanthus. So it makes contact here, and it's a tiny little nub-like stopper thing that's supposed to give extra burst resistance. They gave multiple. Now I'm curious if the gimmick is not too effective, where it's basically supposed to give a lot of chaos, kind of like tilting on it, because the teeth have like a spring or whatever, and it moves like down and whatever, right? Because like the teeth, you can see it moves like this. Like the teeth are very movable, which is a very unique gimmick for Knights, I'll say that much. It kind of reminds me in a way, kind of like Deep Chaos in a way, kind of like Deep Chaos. So it can move up and down, and apparently it's supposed to absorb attack according to Takara Tomy. Next up, we have our new blade, which is Wind. Now, very, very curious is answering the question of Wind, you know, is it the largest layer? What's more curious about Wind is you can even see on the side-by-side, even if I do like this, Wind I would say is larger than Prominence. Actually, you can visually see, I don't even gotta, I can literally just do this. It's smaller. So Wind is larger than Prominence, I would say, by like a teensy bit. Now there are 2 modes to Wind that I have to explain. Now, the first mode, which is the one this one is in, this is upper force mode, so that's when the red part is visible. So with upper force, the idea is it lets airflow downwards, lifting up the bay, increasing stamina performance. It's the idea of supposedly less friction and more stamina with the red exposed. So how effective in theory will it be? You know, like how they're describing it, just like in theory, maybe it should work, but I guess we'll see after. Then after, if you want to change the modes, so to change the mode, so this is downforce, and then after this is upper force. So this is the tab. If you want to do it, just do this, twist, lock. Now the idea with downforce mode, it pushes the bay downwards by letting the airflow upwards, increasing mobility. So the idea with this should be more friction and more aggressive movement. Will this actually work? I don't really know. The one thing I'm super happy with is the actual design of Wind. Now opposite spin, it'll be a given that it'll be good. Hopefully same spin. A big weakness to Air Knight is this elevation thing. I did not like this at all and made it very susceptible to attack. In a way, this is kind of like, it kind of feels like Air Knight, it was like with Paradox, kind of, in a way. We then after get our new disc, which is Moon. Now, Moon is a BU lock disc. That means if you have the Knight's core, the Divine Belial 2 core, Excalibur, whatever else has a BU lock, it will work with. The little tabs on the thing, I already explained this before. What's very interesting, one, it's very similar to Xanthus for how they just put the metal and they just change the outer plastic part, is essentially, expand, but as a disc. That's what they did, so finally got the neat evolution. So I don't know, this should, if it has a good enough weight, this should maybe be good. 6 is not a new armor, it is just a mediocre armor, so I would swap it if you're using this for competitive. New performance tip, Bounce. So it's like if you fused Nothing, the Just Driver, and I guess maybe the Outer Ring of Defense or Universe. The gimmick is a tiny sharp and it's a spring. Now, my experience with tiny sharps in the past is I'm not too sure. I don't know if for DB bays this will work. It feels maybe a little too short. If it is good, sweet. If not, whatever. Hopefully it's good. Honestly, with the luck we've been having, I'm not too sure. It's about 7.6 grams on the dot. Then after there, wind is about 13.16. Okay. 6 is about 13.34. 31.57, so this is a little too light. Ideally, if you would get this to 32 grams, maybe 31 is kind of pushing it. Maybe could still have use, but we have to wait and see, I guess, with testings and stuff. All right, Bounce. 6.73. Oh, I also have to, yeah, before I weigh the thing, I actually have to show this off. First of all, the locks on it feel really weird. So normally, it's like, I would say kind of strong, I would say, but obviously if this maybe wears, maybe it'll get a little bit weaker, because I remember Excalibur is kind of dies, whatever, but it's like a very weird thing, right? Now, when you actually put in this, because there's multiple locks, yeah, the thing is gonna have a hard time bursting for sure, like, because how it's making contact, it should do something, like obviously it's not going to be unburstable, but you know. 72.39. So right now we should be in downforce, and now upper force. These things, like they're just doing a tiny block. Will it really make that much of a difference? I have no idea. For low and high mode, we're gonna see in a second. Honestly, it's really weird. Oh, also, hey, take a look at this. Look at this. Look at how weird this is, dude. Look at this. What is this? This is so goofy. So the idea is, I guess, absorbing the hits, and I guess if this thing is moving like crazy, maybe that's why they wanted look at, this is actually crazy. This almost looks like it's not assembled, but it is. But I'm wondering, is this like a burst risk? Is it not? Like, this is honestly the highlight of the thing, other than, yeah, the fact that obviously the whole Master of Wind and whatever, but honestly, kind of neat. Since this is the longest segment, the last part just quickly showing off the evolutions. Yes, okay, I know that it's not really Garuda. Garuda doesn't count, but essentially Knights is just Garuda. All right, next up we've got 02, which is Prominence Knight. We already went over the core. What's cool about this is you get another opportunity to get the core. I think visually speaking, it's this is not it, Chief. Like, I'm sorry, but you know what's the issue? Just there's no balance. Like, it's not even like browns and reds, whatever, to really make it look nice, like that variant Lucifer Gold from the random booster. Whatever. But anyways, it's the prize core, right? So I don't want to, you know, do too much time on the other ones if there's not much extra to say. The one armor, which you only really, I guess, honestly, I wouldn't even say use it on Xiphoid. It really just has no use. So nothing really special there. Legacy is not a good disc. There are other discs you can use for attack, like Illegal, Over, or Giga. Not worth using. Prominence Blade, it's the same criticism for visually. Honestly, they should have just done white blue there. Just make the eyes blue, more green. Either way, Prominence, super good opposite spin for equalization. There's light mode, which is like this, and if you put the armor on the other way, there is heavy mode. So heavy is a lot harder to come off, light is easier to come off. Against right spin attack, I think a little bit clapped. Maybe against something left spin like guilty, whatever, I think it can kind of hold its ground. So there's that. Also, Gold Sword Dash. So really, the parts you're building for that Demon Xiphoid is just these two. 7.66, 5.22, 9.54, 14.75, 30.46, 13.10, and the Gold Sword Dash. 9.26, 75.26. Yeah, this is what it looks like. It feels like a HASBRO recolor. I'm not vibing with it. Not the good ones too, just the ones kind of a, yeah, this is not really that good of a gold recolor. But for the parts, you know, there's something to be said for what's there. Either way, and high mode. This looks so weird. Oh yeah, plus the gimmick with the thing. Yeah, high mode's gonna be even more goofy. No, high mode is just asking for a burst risk. All right, next up we have Devil Excalibur. Ooh. Now, as far as the recolor goes, obviously, you're using this to build, again, the Demon Sword Xiphoid. It looks all right. It looks all right. Now, how good is the Xiphoid core? And by the way, the gimmick is after whatever, click or whatever, sword pops up. Now, the teeth are clapped, unfortunately. So what that means, the teeth just wear very fast. But for like competitive use, like the core has no use. If you're like a casual player and you rarely disassemble and assemble and you keep it to like kind of stock stuff, I guess you don't have much to worry about. Either way, even for Xiphoid only, the core doesn't have too much use being placed on there. I would just use Perseus or something. But I guess if it's kind of fresh, you could use it, because otherwise you just burst. So I guess really just maybe for Xiphoid, even then, yeah. We get a Devil recolor. Now, Takara Tomy, listen, you can't do this a second time to me. It's just transparent purple. At least like stickers. No, there's no stickers, which is really weird. There's no paint or anything, just transparent. Now, mind you, I like purple, right? Purple and red, you know, goes like this for me. They could have done a little bit more. There's not even F gear. At least if this came with F gear, I would have been like, you want to know what? Because it comes with F gear. It doesn't, so it's kind of like, eh. But it does come with the prizes. Oh, and 2 is also solid armor, stamina, and attack to use, I would say. You get the prize. Hey, wait a minute. Hey, 4 stars. You get the prize disc, which is Moon, so that's nice. And also, probably what is like the coolest thing actually for this Excalibur is actually how freaking tall it is. Look at this. Look, this thing is like as tall as Shaquille O'Neal, man. Look at how tall this is. High wave dash. Now, we're actually going to do a height measurement to compare it to other tall drivers from the past to see how tall this thing is. So for shot, it's about 37, maybe 0.3. 37.3 millimeters. Then after bullet is maybe about 33.5, 32.7 for this, so it's pretty tall. No, either way, this is actually kind of interesting. No, actually, I have been a little harsh to wave and wave dash, I guess. Now, apparently only, not opposite spin, same spin, this can work on, I guess, over, I guess maybe illegal, I guess. But I don't know if it really needed the height thing, because it was already doing okay. I'm actually curious on this one. Also, it's a nice color. It's a nice color. I'm actually happy when they pick unique colors. So we got our scale here. So this is about 10.49, 5.36, 13.46. How much is this? 30.42. Yeah, Moon's a little light. And then high wave dash, 9.93. Also, because of how this works, it's probably going to be a little tight because of how the BU locks are kind of hitting it. Either way, let's see how heavy it is. You're looking at about 70.66 grams. A lot of 6.6. Oh, well, demon, right? Visually, honestly, it's all right. I almost got you there. I was gonna say, nah, it's okay. Wish the devil was a little more detailed. Also, just to show the gimmick. Come on. Yeah, alrighty, high mode now. Wow, look at this. Yeah, oh, I forgot the chorus curse for how it looks like, yeah. This is so weird. Like the driver's like it's high mode or something. Next up, we got Wind Kerbeus, which I think arguably is probably one of the best pulls you can do on this. Kerbeus core, solid to slap on attack stuff like Xiphoid, Ultimate, whatever. You get that burst resistance because of the rubber stoppers you can already see I was actually just testing it out, so it's always good to have a spare Kerbeus core. Visually, it's okay. We did already get a red one, so I would have liked it maybe if it was a different color. Either way, you kind of got like this little peppermint vibe, I guess. Kind of like a candy cane. Thing is, the blade doesn't really match it, which is weird. Also, stamina is okay. It's comparable to Belial 2 and Valkyrie. It's just alright. Really, I'd just slap this for attack stuff. The winds, hey, look at this one. This one looks nice. The red hot chili pepper wind. This looks, I think it's fine. Oh, they did like the regular gold on the bottom, not just yellow. Alright, well, let's just swap it. So again, if you're wondering how to swap the modes, you find where the little tab thing is, which I'm almost blind. You twist it, and then you get it the other way. Actually, for testing, I'll probably just have one already there and one not. Then after, you get the 4 armor. 4, I'm not really a fan. The stamina is kind of just whatever. I guess maybe you just slap it on attack stuff for weight. Xanthus, also be locked, by the way. It's just kind of whatever. I guess you could kind of use it on the Xiphoid, which I guess would be fine. Otherwise, there's no real use for it. Even then, it's kind of just whatever. It's a nice black recolor. I was about to say red, but then after I remembered they already did red. So this is a nice one. It's better than doing like gold or whatever. So I'll take this. You also get, which is really funny, you get the prize driver bounce. So you get the prize blade and the prize driver. So that's a pretty good bargain, I would say, if you're pulling this. Now, how heavy is this? Now, Kerbeus core is about 8.03, 32.32. Is it actually a little bit heavy? 13.94, 6.64, 13.6. Altogether is about 74.10. I'm going to give you actually a little tip right now. Actually, this is kind of, I don't know if I ever said this in a video. Technically, this also can kind of work with BU discs because you'll notice it's making contact with the actual discs there. So the stopper kind of acts in a similar fashion to, I guess, that BU lock or whatever. But yeah, I just thought it was a little bit interesting. Also, it's pretty cool looking, I'm not going to lie. I am biased towards red, and I'll take this over gold. I still would have liked it maybe this was like a different color, but whatever, I guess. Anyways, and high mode. Yeah, that driver just looks really low. Anyways, last one, which is arguably actually one of my favorites, to be honest. Next up, we get a Xiphoid Belial. This was almost like, not even mid, just like blech. Belial one, now Takara Tomy, like this is the same if they did the Ragnarok core or whatever. I would have been alright even with Dragon core, that would have been a cool one to do recolor. Or at least like another Belial 2, I would have even taken that one. Belial 1 is like an L for TT, I'm sorry. But what redeems this at all is honestly just the blade. Oh, and honestly, this is just kind of like a whatever core, like... But you know, a Knight does kind of have close to Belial 1 teeth. This is like a core, like early on maybe whatever, now it's so outclassed whatever, there's no real reason to use it. Also, details kind of lacking. I mean, you can kind of call this like a skeleton ghost Belial or something, but yeah, not vibing with it. What's really peak is this, the Black Xiphoid, the Demon Sword. This look nice. This is the only redeemable part of this pull. This is top tier for attack. Now, with Xiphoid, there is the issue that the contact does get worn over time. The reason for this is because when the bays are like 74 grams, whatever, you know, when they're really heavy, yeah, of course it's going to wear down. Now, the only difference to notice for players is this. When it's fresh, I consider it like S tier, to be honest. I joke and I say S+, but you know what I mean? Just really solid. When it's worn, It struggles more against something like Vanish, but same spin, like against right spin, it's still pretty solid. Now, the rest of this, we don't even listen. 10 is like, it's an okay armor, it's fine for stamina or whatever if you want to use it. Karma, you don't really got any real reason to use it over attack over other options. Now, Takara Tomy, listen, now people say, hey, you're unfair to HASBRO, you're always going on the HASBRO. Listen, Takara Tomy is going to feel, this is the exact same thing, I think it was, someone correct me if I'm wrong, but I think it was Black Zeta Dash, they did the same thing, where they like tilt the recolor slightly to where you can't even tell. So this was like from previous, and this is the one now. Bro, do you see? I'm probably gonna mix this up in the video. I'm actually gonna, that's how near identical they are. Why not like, I guess they can't do a white clear one. What about like a red Destroy Dash, or even a gold? At this point, I say no gold, but I would take it over just this. Like, it's so close to the previous one. Actually, I can tell because of the sticker. And Destroy Dash, for those wondering, it doesn't do too well in DB stuff anymore. The reason why is because DB attack types really need fast and aggressive stuff so they can really work. Maybe you can kind of do a really super niche use, but I don't recommend it. Now for our scale, 7.03, 13.08, 13.24, 29.22, 6.85, all together now 69. Nice! Yeah, visually, we already know how this goes. Anyways, this is not... Yeah, these all look cursed when they're not Excalibur core. Yeah, alright, well, last thing to actually show. Now I'm going to do a blur effect for the suspense. If you collect them all, actually, well, you don't really need them all, you don't need the prize, but if you collect basically everyone but the prize, you can actually create the Demon Sword Excalibur, and honestly, this... IRL it looks a little bit better. I still do wish there's maybe the outer part could have been red. This looks like clean. It looks clean, man. It looks like, whoa. When I see this, this looks cool. I'm honestly probably gonna keep it like this for all future stuff. Also, just to show off, if you want to create a second Wind Knight, you could in the random booster. That's what it looks like. I swear to God, they need to make a red Knight core. Alrighty, we're set up. Okay, so first we have to do the test launch for all of them, so let's get that out of the way. We'll start off with Devil Excalibur. Ooh. Hey. Yeah, it looks alright, I would say, as I am adjusting the stadium. No, it looks fine. Yeah, look at the ride the ridge, actually. Let's see how this looks. This is actually the one I want to see. I gotta slow it down a bit. How does it look like when it's spinning it? It looks kind of whatever. Like, even you can tell. If they put more green, that's what I've been saying. If they put more green. Next up is, oh, this one's gonna look good. Oh, that's really weird how it looks. You know what I just realized, actually? It's that the original red one's gonna look more matching for that. All right, well, now we got the actual wind, so we gotta do 2 test launches. So for this one, here's what we're going to do. Upper is where the red is, oh, okay, this is upper force, okay. Okay, we gotta listen for the airflow, we gotta... Now the other mode. No, this one's different because of the airflow change. It's probably hitting that part in the stadium where there's like that bump or something. All right. So now I'm going to be joined here with my father, and
I'm the champion, my speed.
He's going to pick his bay. You pick whatever bay you want to start off with. Pick your first. We're doing 2 battles, so you pick your 2. Actually, pick your 2 bays. Pick your 2. Okay. So it's kind of fair now. So whoever wins these 2 gets to use the prize at the end. So we're gonna, I have
the winning bay.
I have Xiphoid Belial, and he has Wind Kerbeus. You want to shoot? Your prediction, how do you win this?
In the end.
I'm pretty sure you're gonna lose. I'm very sure. You have Xanthus on you. It's not really a good stock. Wow. Yeah, scrape. That was right. Wait, no. So you won the first one.
1-0. Okay.
So Prominence Knight against Devil. Wow, I think I'm actually I'm very mismatched right now.
Okay.
I guess you're gonna use the prize. 3, 2, 1, shoot. Bro. Wait, my armor? Ah, you tricked me.
I don't know. I think I'm really good at this game.
Okay.
Beyblade.
So we'll do I guess the different modes. You get to use the wind now. You get to use the wind. 2, 1, shoot.
Scrape land.
Bro, come on.
Scrape land. I'm really good at this game.
Can I try this one?
Yeah, you can try whatever you want.
Okay, we're gonna try this one.
Bring that cutie.
3, 2, 1, shoot.
Whoa.
Yeah, big hits. Big hits.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
Another round.
Another round. Okay, that's all right.
What's wrong with you guys?
You saw it scraped on the
Your
thing.
head was like. Whoa.
I was right. Did you lose any clicks? No.
Nothing. It's solid.
3, 2, 1, shoot. I was right, because I said the driver's too low and it'll probably cause the thing to...
It goes crazy.
That means the stock battles are going to be rough.
If you touch me, I cannot win like that. Whoa!
What was that hit? I heard something.
Whoa! What's wrong with this guy? He could stay still.
Sorry, man.
I need another round.
Oh, you're not going to win.
Please!
Wait, you want me to switch the mode?
Yeah, switch the mode. That's why.
We're going to... That's why you...
Put high mode. Now we're gonna talk.
What do you mean high mode?
I mean...
The other mode. Don't ask me what airflow this one is. I don't even think it matters, but...
Put Apex mode. I know it's not HASBRO. Just kidding, guys.
Okay, we switched the modes. Now this one's for... If he wins...
If he wins...
Gets a high 5 or something.
Like 10.
3, 2, and shoot. Yeah, because the driver's really low. But I'm sure if you... Obviously, like I'll keep on saying, it's...
No,
don't...
that gimmick, he goes crazy in the end.
No, I guess, maybe. Possible. No, just change the driver, please. Like, don't judge via just stock. Like, change the driver. So, either way, final thoughts on this set overall. I'm still going to stick to 7. I would have said 6 if this wasn't for the black Xiphoid you can complete. So, I think a 7's, I think, pretty fair. Honestly, I feel like anything higher is kind of pushing it, honestly. I think it's okay. Like, you do get the reprints for the prize parts. So, you know, I'll take what I can get. Let me know your thoughts in the comment. And actually, 2 things. First of all, comment whatever videos you actually want to see me do with Wind Knight. It could be anime references, whatever. The other thing I want to ask is, if this is really the last RB, whatever, in the comment section, what was your, like, rank the RBs? I'm actually very curious. What was, like, your most favorite to least? Obviously, I'm sure that, you know, for DB, we know which one I'm probably going to pick. But I think for Bay, it seems interesting. Hopefully, it's going to be good for use. Thank you for watching. Have a wonderful day, and bye. Thanks so much for the support.